Hello YouTube, this is Bleach 128 here for you today with my top 10 anime list. The other video you may have seen was not my favorites, simply anime I recommend it to anyone who's just starting to watch anime for the first time, although there will most likely be repeats. Number 10 on my list is Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball tells the story of Goku, a strange but extremely kind boy on a quest to gather up all 7 Dragon Balls, mysterious orbs with the power to grant any wish. This makes my top 10 because though being very action-packed, it is also extremely funny at times. Number 9 on my list is Dragon Ball Z. This story also follows Goku, but 7 years after the end of Dragon Ball. This one makes my top 10 list because it's extremely action-packed and has an extremely addictive storyline. If you start this anime, you will not be able to put it down until you're completely done. Number 8 on my list is Soul Eater. The plot is rather difficult to explain in such a short time, so I will simply say it is very action-packed and highly recommended. And you will most likely end up watching it more than once because it is so good. Number 7 on my list is Inuyasha, which tells the story of Kagome, a girl who falls through a well and finds herself in feudal-era Japan. This makes my top 10 not only because it's extremely action-packed, but also because it has very interesting characters and lots of character development. Number 6 on my list is High School of the Dead. It's just like your regular zombie movie full of blood and gore, only in anime form, therefore making it 500 times more awesome. It does get pretty graphic though, so if this had a rating, it would be rated R. Watch at your own risk. Number 5 on my list is Omamori Himari, which tells the story of a boy named Yuto, who on his 16th birthday finds out that he is now the leader of one of the 12 Demon Slayer clans. This makes my top 10 because it's very action-packed and even has some romance mixed in. Number 4 on my list is Murabura. This anime takes place in a world where everyone can use magic. However, everyone is born with a number of times they can use it, and after they go past that number of times, they turn to dust. This tells the story of Kazuki, a magician that can only use his magic 8 times, but his magic is extremely powerful. I'm not quite sure why this one makes my top 10 list, but I like it a lot. Number 3 on my list is Full Metal Alchemist. This tells the story of Edward and Alphonse Elric, 2 alchemists on a quest to get their bodies back, which they lost when they tried to resurrect their dead mother. This makes my top 10 list because it is a very deep and entwining story, along with plenty of action to keep you satisfied along the way. Number 2 on my list is Bleach. Bleach tells the story of Ichigo Kurosaki, a boy who has always been able to see ghosts. One day, when a hollow, an evil spirit, attacks his family, he is forced to become a Soul Reaper and is dragged into a battle between the Hollows and the Soul Reapers. This makes my top 10 because it's got amazing action combined with a great story and some of the most awesome characters you will ever meet. And finally, my number 1 favorite anime of all time is Death Note. Death Note tells the story of Light Yagami, an honors student who finds a notebook that allows him to kill anyone he wants. All he needs is a name and a face. He then starts punishing criminals, hoping to create a new world with him as the god. This is my favorite anime because you are able to see Light's deterioration as he slowly becomes more and more insane, all leading up to a grand finale where he finally blows. Well, that was my top 10 anime list. This has been Bleach 128. Thank you and goodbye.